My name is KyleEff. I'm 25 years old. I'm involved in a couple different aspects of my community, just raising money for children impacted with cancer and those families as well impacted by childhood cancer, raising money to make sure that they never see a bill and that family is comforted with a community of people to be surrounded by, as well as, supporting my community on the streaming side of things in terms of feeling comforted and having a place to feel welcome. In a world of a lot of different chaoses and a lot of different stressors, I like to have a support system for my community and kind of find a comfort zone for them. I just saw how powerful the lives of others can be when we kind of rally around each other, when we're supporting those who are in desperate need of help, and a position of privilege where I don't see the same stressors in my day-to-day life. I find it empowering to help those that have a bunch of stressors, whether it be financial or personal or whatever it may be, and kind of uplift them and give back to them in any way that I possibly can. So the first time I ever got involved with anything was at my university. I went to Penn State University back in 2017, and just getting involved on a very small scale, performing in front of families who are impacted by childhood cancer, just to see a smile on their face when there's a lot of different things going on in their lives in that current moment, really inspired me to keep on that path and give back to those families as well. And that small community that we've created at Penn State has just grown substantially over the years that this organization has been going on for. It's been great to see how, little things here and there, little community events that we do have such a large impact on these families to make sure they have some kind of real human aspect to it outside of everything that's going on in their lives, whether it be positive or negative. One of the things that I did while I was in school was I started a cappella show concert that raised money for the foundation. We brought on 9 different groups around campus and we fundraised for them to, sell tickets that were like $5 each. So they were super accessible for students and people in the community to go. All the money that we raised would go towards these families that are impacted by childhood cancer, just to eventually find a cure for pediatric cancer. And this benefited a small hospital in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and not a single family has ever seen a bill from this foundation from going to this hospital, have gotten unlimited access to all the resources that they need. Putting together this concert and this small event that happened only once a year just launched such a huge impact and snowball forward that's still going to this day, even years after I've graduated. It makes me smile every single day. I still follow them on social media to see the impact that they do in their community day by day. Even though I might not know everybody in those groups anymore, still seeing it going every single time I look on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube or whatever it may be. It's just so impactful to me. And I know that it's just going to such a great cause. One of the favorite things that I've done was actually a year-long volunteer activity I did. I was a developer for one of our platforms that we used during our dance marathon. So Penn State Thon is built around a 46-hour dance marathon for the university, and it usually has about 500 to 600 people who will dance for 46 straight hours. The one platform that I built for it helped us, kind of monitor the number of people that are in the basketball arena at the time to make sure that everyone is safe and making sure that all the parameters are being followed for everybody's safety as well, whether it being during a time of COVID when disease was very important, especially with those that are immunocompromised, the children and the families especially, to make sure that all the protocols are being met, as well as, monitoring the safety of all of our dancers over those 46 hours is very important to make sure that, while they're having a great time and they're helping raise money for a great foundation, they have to take care of themselves at the same time as well. So seeing the tools that I've developed being used in action during that long weekend was really fulfilling for me. Building this platform, just want to make sure that everyone was in the right place at the right time and making sure that they are comforted and safe, as well as, keep the structure and keep the order around everything going on. It's a very hectic weekend, especially with a student-run philanthropy. Everyone that's in charge is between the ages of 18 and 22. Putting this all together to make sure that we're running foundationally and keeping everybody safe. That was the forefront of our activity there. And my team did a great job putting that all together. It was super successful. We had a great weekend. So that was kind of the precursor into my alumni life at the university. Even though I'm still a developer to this day, those skills that I learned, it kind of translated to my professional life, but also philanthropic aspect of that as well. Being able to work with alumni in my area to still fundraise for the foundation, and my brother who still goes to the university, he ended up fundraising as well, and being able to give back to him monetarily and through emotional support and actual support of going to the events that he's hosted has been really rewarding to me as an alumni of this philanthropy and this organization, and me being his brother. It's really great to be on this side of the table now, where I've been in the shoes of being a direct impact volunteer, and now on the sidelines as an alumni has been super rewarding. In my postgraduate life, especially as being a Minecraft streamer, I've always wanted to kind of leverage the fact that I've had such a great community around me to raise money for my foundation, but I've never known where to start necessarily. There's many different ways that you can go about it, whether it be through subathon, which a lot of my peers do on a day-to-day basis, but it's not something that I can feasibly do just because of my other obligations in my life. You know, having a mentor through the potato seeds would just be such a great help to me, kind of figuring out how to leverage the balance between my streaming life as well as my real life, whether it be with my job, and then balancing that to be able to fundraise and build out events in a unique fashion that are similar to a subathon, or in a different light, whether that be over a weekend or something like that, in a big event where, you know, we can all sit down together and have some kind of marathon type event that helps fundraise in some way, shape, or form. $100 immediately, I would consider to go in a couple of different ways, right? The first thing that kind of pops into your mind is of course donating it, because I'm not in a position where I need the $100. There's plenty of other people out there that need that. But if I was to use that to kind of build it out into a different thing, it would be into the production of a larger scale event to make sure that we can raise even more money than that $100 could impact and be able to give back in a bigger fashion, whether that be in terms of promotion or actual production of an event that can span out to so many different people and educate, not just fundraise, just about our mission to make sure, you know, that we work towards our goal of making sure that no family ever has to hear the words your child has cancer. It's such an impactful statement that has impacted my life. So the $100 can go so far to spreading that message to so many other people. My favorite Technoblade moment was back in 2013. I used to play Hypixel a lot, and this was the same time that he started back in 2013 in Blitz survival games. So I used to see him in the lobbies back when the server maybe had a couple thousand people joining on the different signs, and to me back in the day, like 10,000 subscribers was like a celebrity. I mean, that's minuscule in comparison to what he has grown over the past couple of years, but it's kind of like seeing your local celebrity in person in front of you. So I would log on, I would play the games myself, I would see Technoblade in the lobbies, and then later at night I watched the video that he recorded that day and just see him absolutely destroying everybody. I was like, I want to do that. So eventually it led me to create my own YouTube videos that are out there somewhere. You know, certainly nowhere near the sense of humor and comfort that he gave me back in the day with his videos.